So February, my challenge is going to be running every day, 1 hour at least.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to give an update on my running challenge, which I have been doing throughout February, and today is day 14. I checked off day 14 off my list right now, and I'm out here in my balcony to make the video because it's getting sunny. It wasn't sunny when I was running, but now it's sunny, so I want to take the advantage of this nice weather and make the video out here. So in this video I'll try to share 5 things that I have realized running every day for the past 2 weeks, and maybe these will help you, any one of you who's trying to take running up as a hobby, as a habit, everyday habit. And I want to help you guys out to share my experiences, what I did wrong, what I did right, and what can help you guys out. So let's go to the list. So number 1 is that stretching is really important before and after a run. So if you have seen my initial video where I talk about taking running as a challenge, you'll see that my friend Mitch talks about stretching being really important before and after a run. And I did a lot of research online, and I talked about it on Reddit and with my friends who run, and everyone said that stretching is really important. So if you're someone who wants to take up running, remember that you have to stretch before a run and after a run, and it's really important for your muscles to do the stretching. If you don't do that, you might end up hurting yourself, especially if you're running regularly. Like even if not every day, maybe 4 to 5 times a week, it's really important to stretch. And I did a mistake last year when I tried to take up running as a hobby, and I ended up not going through my routine because I didn't know about stretching. And this time when I knew stretching, every single day stretching has helped me every time, before run and after run. It has helped me continue throughout the 14 days, and I think it's a really important tip for anyone who's trying to start out running. The second thing is that the first 10 minutes of your run are very important. For me, I have been running for 1 hour every day for 14 days, and the first 10 minutes of that run are really important. And we can apply the Pareto principle in this, the 80-20 principle, where I think the 80% of my run depends on 20% of the run, that is the first 10 minutes. And if I can get through the first 10 minutes, the rest 50 minutes don't matter. It gets really easy. The first 6 to 7 days, it was really hard for me to get through the first 10 minutes. I was having a lot of heavy breathing, my legs were feeling heavy, but when I got through that, the last 10 minutes, I was running really well, and I could continue more than after the hour, but I didn't do that. If you saw my Instagram videos where I vlog every day, you'll see that after 30 minutes every time, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling that I can run more. And that's where you can apply the principle where 80% of my run depends on the first 20%. So if you're anyone who's taking up running, even though if it's not 1 hour, if it's 30 minutes, remember, if it's the first few minutes that are really important, if you get through those, you can get through your run. The third point is that it is really important to know your own best time for your run. So a lot of people say morning runs are great, a lot of people say evening runs are great, and some people say afternoon runs are great, and they are all right, no one's wrong, because it depends on you, on your routine, and on when you feel like running. Because I have tried running in different times. If you see the photo I'm gonna put up right now, you'll see that the times I run have varied from early morning to night to afternoon, and I have tried out all the different time zones, and I've realized like afternoon or before noon, like around 10-11 has been the best time for me to run, because early morning my body is not quite ready to run, and after evening, at night after I come back from work, I am also not ready to run a lot. So I think the time around 10 and 11 a.m. is best for me, but that doesn't mean that it's best for you. So at the beginning, before you start to commit regular running, try to find out your best time for running. Experiment with different times of running, and you will find out which time is best for you, and stick to that. Because I think consistency comes when you know your best time for run. Because suppose you every day you run at 11 a.m. So when it's 11 a.m. your body is ready that I need to go out for a run, and that is what has happened with me. Every day around 10-11 I'm ready to run, or 9 a.m. and I keep that time for myself, for my body to be mentally ready to run, and that is really important. So find your best time and do it consistently. The fourth point is food. Be very careful of what you're eating before a run, and specifically not just before a run, while you're committing to running regularly, because a lot of people told me that sugar is a really important thing that you should try to give up willing to take running as a hobby, because it really drags you down. So what I did, because I had a commitment of running from 2020, since last year I stopped taking sugar. So from 2019 February I started to quit sugar, soft drinks or sugar in my tea. I don't take it anymore, and now I'm just a passive consumer of sugar. If some friend is having a drink or if someone is having a pastry, something sweet, I share it with them, but I don't buy myself. And that is one key thing that has helped me quit sugar, and for that reason my runs have been really well. And if I look back last year when I tried to take up running, I was a heavy consumer of Coca-Cola and I couldn't run properly. And now when I realized that I don't have sugar in my system, it's really helping me run. So number one, remember about sugar and the amount of sugar you consume throughout the week. And also try not to eat 2 hours before you run or 1-2 hours before you run, and nothing heavy, because there was one day in my run, I think day 6, if you see my Instagram you'll see that I came back after having a lunch with a friend and I ate quite a heavy lunch. And what happened was, during my run I was feeling the effects of that lunch. So be mindful of what you're eating before a run so that you can run better, because it's no point running when you're on a heavy stomach. So you have to take care of your body, and food is one of the really key points if you're willing to take running up as a hobby. The fifth and the final point is that showing up is really more important than reaching your target. If you're trying to take running as a challenge for 30 days or 1 year, it doesn't matter how much the length is. The more important thing is showing up and not just thinking about reaching your target. For example, my target was always like the first week was 6 kilometers, second week was 7 kilometers, then I was going to increase 1 kilometer every week. But the thing was that some days I knew I wouldn't reach my target. But if I had that in back of my mind that I won't reach my target, I wouldn't show up. So showing up is more important. For example, the 2 days, one day I had to run in my suit. You can see it in my Instagram. I ran in my suit during the 1 hour break of my office, and the second time was during when it was raining. I ran in the rain, and in both days I knew that I wouldn't be able to run the amount I wanted to run, but I still ran. During the day I ran in my suit, I ran less than 6 kilometers, which is really not good enough for me, because I'm consistently trying to do more than 6 kilometers. But if I had that in my mind that I'm going to run in my suit, so I'm not going to be reaching my target, I wouldn't show up. So showing up was really important. So if you're someone trying to take up running and you have targets to fulfill, don't feel bad if your target is not fulfilled. It's more important to show up. Show up every day consistently, then you'll have this habit of doing the task every day, no matter if it's perfect or not. And that's how you'll build the habit of running. And that has really helped me to show up for the last 14 days. So that's it. Thanks for watching the video. That has been my experience for the past 2 weeks running every day. I have faced obstacles, but I have kept moving forward, and that's what's really important. So if you're someone trying to take up running as a daily habit, I think this video might help you, or let me know what mistakes I made, how can I improve. I'll put my information in here, like my stats of my running, and you can comment on what I should do better. And also, if you want to follow my journey of running the next 2 weeks, you can follow my Instagram, where I'm posting vlogs every day about my run. So do follow me and let me know what I should do better. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.